Imagine flipping through some old pocket change, or maybe searching an inherited coin jar, and out drops a silver quarter dated 1956. At first glance, you might think it's just a nice old coin, worth its silver melt value. But what if I told you that this seemingly ordinary quarter can bring you staggering amounts of money, up to $185,000 in pristine condition? Yes, a single 1956 Washington quarter has shocked the coin market by selling for more than many people's yearly salary, and in some cases, more than the cost of a house. The 1956 quarter comes from a fascinating time in US history. These coins were struck in 90% silver, long before America switched to clad coinage in 1965. That alone makes them appealing, because silver quarters have always had a certain sparkle and heft that modern clad quarters just can't match. But beyond the silver content, this coin has become a collector's treasure thanks to varieties, condition rarities, and the unstoppable force of supply and demand. Over 44 million quarters were minted at Philadelphia in 1956, and another 32 million in Denver, so by numbers alone, it's not the rarest Washington quarter. But here's where scarcity and demand collide. Most of those coins entered circulation, banged up, scratched, worn down to dull grey metal. Finding one today in pristine mint state condition, with blazing luster and no scratches, is an incredible challenge. And when a coin is both common in circulation but rare in gem grades, prices skyrocket. Let's talk numbers. An ordinary worn 1956 quarter might fetch $7 to $10. Basically, it's silver melt value. A mint state example graded MS65 can easily reach $750. Push it to MS67, and you're talking about $4,500. Now, here's where it gets shocking. The highest graded coins, those that survive in flawless MS68 condition, have brought in hammer prices over $185,000 at major auctions. That's six figures for a single 25-cent piece. Even MS67 Plus coins, just a notch lower, have topped $80,000. It's supply and demand at work. The more scarce, the more collectors fight for it. And that's not all. Proof quarters were also minted in 1956, specifically for collectors. Around 669,000 proof coins were made, which seems like a lot, but in perfect proof 69 condition, they can exceed $25,000, and if a flawless proof 70 ever shows up, some experts predict it could touch $95,000 or more, because perfection in this series is almost unheard of. Varieties add even more spice to the story. Some 1956 quarters show repunched mint marks on the Denver issues. Others have doubled dies, especially on the motto, "In God We Trust." While not as dramatic as other doubled die coins, even these minor varieties can sell for thousands, sometimes $12,000 to $18,000 depending on condition. Collectors love the hunt for small details, and in the coin world, small differences can mean massive payouts. Think about this. A coin that once bought a soda or a candy bar in 1956 could today buy you a luxury car, a down payment on a house, or even pay off someone's college tuition. That's the power of numismatics. And the 1956 Washington quarter is proof that the treasures of the past are still alive in the present. Now let's get practical. Where can you find a 1956 quarter worth life-changing money? Start with old coin jars, inherited collections, or silver hoards. Many people in the 1960s pulled silver coins out of circulation and stored them away in coffee cans, jars, or even sock drawers. Estate sales and flea markets are another gold mine, because not everyone knows what they have. Roll hunting at banks is also an option, though silver quarters are harder to find today. And don't forget coin shows, where cherry-picking a high-grade example might give you a shot at owning one of these treasures. If you do find one, treat it carefully. Never clean it. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Handle it by the edges, and if it looks especially sharp, consider submitting it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A slabbed coin with a top grade will always sell for more, and it gives buyers confidence. And when it comes time to sell, the venue matters. Common pieces can sell on eBay or Facebook groups, but if you believe your coin has six-figure potential, take it to heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, or Legend Rare coin auctions. These are the places where serious investors and collectors fight bidding wars that drive prices through the roof. The 1956 Washington quarter may seem like just another piece of pocket change, but its legacy proves otherwise. It's silver, it's historic, it's beautiful, and in the right grade, it's worth staggering amounts of money. One coin pulled from circulation, preserved against the odds, can bring in $185,000, a sum that could change someone's life. And the best part? These treasures are still out there, hiding in plain sight. So check your coins carefully, because the next 1956 quarter you hold might just be the one that changes everything. The 1932D Washington quarter is one of the most legendary coins in the entire Washington quarter series. It was struck in Denver in 1932, the very first year the Washington quarter was introduced. Originally, the quarter was meant to be a one-year commemorative coin celebrating the 200th birthday of George Washington, but the design was so popular, it continued and became the main quarter design that lasted for decades. Now, the reason the 1932D is so special is because of its low mintage. Only 436,800 coins were minted at the Denver Mint, making it one of the lowest mintage coins in the Washington quarter series. In fact, it's a true key date coin, meaning collectors must have it to complete a Washington quarter set, and because so few exist, demand is always high. The coin is made of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing 6.25 grams with a reeded edge. On the obverse, you'll see the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Below Washington's neck, you'll spot the D mint mark if it's from Denver. The reverse shows the eagle with wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. Now let's talk about values, because this is where things get exciting. A heavily circulated 1932D quarter, say in good or very good condition, might bring anywhere from $200 to $500 today. But as you move up into fine or very fine grades, values can climb past 1/500. In extremely fine condition, you could be looking at $5,000 or more. But the real money is in uncirculated or mint state coins. A mint state 60 example might bring $20,000, $25,000, while mint state 65, a gem quality coin, can easily soar past $100,000. In fact, at top auction records, pristine MS67 examples have sold for more than $150,000, $180,000. And collectors believe if a perfect example comes up again, it could push into the $200,000 plus range. And that's not even the limit. Some dealers list absolutely flawless coins at prices that push well into the six-figure territory, like $210,000, $225,000 or even higher, because demand for key dates like this never goes away. The challenge is that many 1932D quarters were used in everyday circulation during the Great Depression, so most of them are heavily worn. Finding one in pristine condition is extremely rare, which is why collectors are willing to pay six figures for them. Now, if you're wondering where you might actually find a 1932D quarter, here are some real-world tips. Many people come across them in old family coin collections, tucked away in albums or jars by grandparents who saved silver coins before 1965. They can also show up in estate sales, auctions, and antique shops. And of course, you might find them through coin dealers, coin shows, or even online platforms like eBay or heritage auctions. If you happen to own one, selling it depends on the grade. For lower grade examples, eBay or local coin shops might be fine. But if you've got something in uncirculated or near mint condition, you should absolutely go through a reputable auction house like Heritage or Stack's Bowers, because that's where the big collectors are, and where those six-figure bids happen. So the 1932D Washington quarter isn't just a coin, it's a piece of history, a rare treasure that every serious Washington quarter collector dreams of owning. From its humble beginnings as a commemorative piece to becoming one of the greatest key dates in US coinage, this coin proves just how valuable pocket change can become. And who knows, maybe one is sitting in your family's collection right now, waiting to be discovered.